The liquid additive circuit is on this side of the machine. We have the tank. This is a thick wall blow molded tank. This is corrosion resistant, very durable. It stands up very well to UV. But being a blow molded tank, much lighter than the heavier duty stainless steel tanks. We have a recirculation on the inside of this. Many of the different materials we use need to be stirred. One common material that's used is aluminum sulfate. We use a 13% dilution of aluminum sulfate to slow down our chemical reaction. Okay, we can use emulsifiers, other things to put into this tank, and that's fine, but aluminum sulfate is one of the most common. We have a shutoff valve coming right out of the tank. The plumbing comes out, and it comes there down to the impeller pump that's underneath here. Okay, this is a multi-duty pump. The supply line, the suction line comes in through a filter screen. So we have a filter screen right here that's easy to spin off. Aluminum sulfate is a good product, but one of the problems is it will crystallize, especially if it sits for any length of time. So we need to make sure that we're flushing it and that we can easy access to the filter and clean it out in case that material starts to build up. Most of the time during the season, you don't have an issue if you're doing good maintenance, but if the machine sits for a period of time, you know, we'll have some crystallization of the aluminum sulfate. So it comes in, I've got the suction screen right here. I can take that filter off, it comes in. There's an air bleed on the top of this impeller pump. So if we need to get the air out, it's easy to bleed that off through that port on the top. It comes out of here on the pressure side, comes down to our second rotary actuator, the second, only two air actuating systems on the machine. Comes into here. The air actuator opens or closes, depends on what our needs are. And then that flows through a paddle wheel meter, very, very high accuracy meter that communicates to the computer that shows us our real-time percentages if we make any adjustments. The flow control for this is mounted on the driver's side of the sandbox, and I'll show you that when we go back into the operation side. It is a clear glass meter with a needle valve on the side that allows me to control the flow that's fed into the mix. We are typically putting material in at 1/4% to maybe 1/2%. The amount of material we put in is very light compared to what's some of the other ingredients. A little bit goes a long ways to what we're doing. So that's this circuit. Right up here driving this multi-duty pump, impeller pump, is the hydraulic motor. This is a gear motor designed for high RPMs, works extremely well for the circuit that we're driving here. And it also has a rubber inserted coupling, and we got to make sure that's adjusted correctly so there's just a 1/16 of an inch float in there so that rubber insert isn't too tight. Very rarely is there any maintenance issues with this, but just so that we have understanding, we know what it is. Out of that pump, as it comes up, from the pump, from the meter, it comes up to a three-way valve. This three-way valve gives me an option to either send the material to the pug mill, through that meter into the pug mill, or I can open the valve to recirculation mode. And now, instead of sending material to the pug mill, it's going to send the material up here, and there is a tube that runs through the center of this tank at an angle with holes drilled in the side to hydraulically or fluid stir the material. Why is that important? The specific gravity of water is 8.33 pounds per gallon. The specific gravity of aluminum sulfate in our dilution is 10.38 pounds per gallon. What happens is it'll settle. We'll get, over time, if this machine sits for a month without being operated and we have material in the tank, the aluminum sulfate will settle to the bottom, the water will float to the top. First time they operate, if they didn't stir this, they go to add that material to the mix. Now they're getting 100% aluminum sulfate in the mix. It's going to be really, really slow. The next time they operate, they're going to use that down more the next load, and now they're getting maybe closer to the proper blend, and by the time they get to the third load, they've got nothing but water in there, and the material, they have no ability to slow down the control. So it can dramatically affect the chemistry. So it's important to keep that stirred because it will settle out over time. During normal operation, this machine's going out every day, every other day. Just the movement of the machine will help that material stay stirred and blended. But if it sits for any period of time, we absolutely need to make sure that we can do that. And this has the provision for that. An additional feature is if I need to pump this off for some reason, I can use this recirculation mode, but instead of flowing up there, I can close this three-way valve. We have a cam lock on here. I can put a hose on here, and I can use the machine to pump that material off into a storage container if we need to take this apart and do maintenance or some other reason. Makes it simple to maintain it and not lose valuable ingredients that we have paid money for. That's the additive circuit.